All right. We should be live. I started a little early. I've gotten into the habit of starting my I started a little early. My scheduled streams to be a little bit later than I expect to be able to start, so that way I'm never late, always early. So we started working on a more reasonable Duna station that we're gonna launch conventionally. Conventionally being without any type of exploitation. So this is what we're gonna put in Duna orbit. This thing holds the FLR1 monopropellant fuel tank holds 4.5 tons. Of fuel. That should be enough for what we're trying to do. Just for symmetry's sake, I'm gonna put a light right there. This is technically the Mark 154th, but not actually. We've done many Duna stations, and we haven't been able to actually get them to Duna because of various issues we've run into. But I suspect being a little bit more modest will go a long way. You know, let's just go with the circular tanks, because this Mark III holds 50 tons. This one holds 72, and it's shorter. So we're going to get more fuel with a shorter rocket. We don't need to make our rocket super long. Not about the size. It's how you use it. I think we want them to point outward like this. It's kind of a strange design, but the issue I run into most is oh, what up, Bob? Did it I was testing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's actually working. Oh, it should be. Yeah, there we go. Shows up like at the top of the screen. Having these point out seems to be what we want, because when we decouple them, they get pushed outwards away from the center rocket. I think that's what we want. Yeah, that's already 1.2. So this thing's going to be much more conventional than like the giant orb failure launches that we've been trying to do over and over again. And they haven't been failures due to the design. We successfully launched one. And then the Kraken just said, no, you're never doing that again. We gave you one and that's it. All right, that's looking pretty clean. Now, what are we missing? We're missing RCS on this. Yeah, we'll just put the RCS on the highest point possible. This can actually have burner engines. We're gonna do that. Like that. Actually, no, we only need 4. And the more burner engines and everything we put on it, the laggier it's gonna be, so. We're going 4 symmetry with everything instead of 6. So our general idea is the same general idea that we've had before. We want to get this to Duna. And then we want to do a second launch for a lander to dock with this. And then we want to land that lander on Duna. And then take off from Duna and redock, re-rendezvous with the station. And this is going to be the station. To make sure when this is extended it's not clipping. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we're nearing completion. We need control surfaces. Even put these, I'm gonna put these even higher up so we can get the lamps in. There we go. It's looking good. I don't think we're missing anything. Communication. Oh, I wanted to no, this should be fine. I was thinking I wanted to decouple be able to decouple this and crash this booster, this fuel tank into Duna's surface, but I don't think we want that capacity for docking vehicles. We have to wait for Duna to be in position. So I'm going to speed up time until the next launch window. Coming up. And then, so what my plan is, I'm gonna launch this thing. This should be enough Delta V to get to Duna. Let me just check the Kerbal. Actually, no, they have that in game now. I keep forgetting. Trip planner, Duna. Yeah, we just have enough Delta V. This is including the surface, which we don't want to go to. We just want to go to low orbit. So we have about 2,000 Delta V in excess if we're careful. Now I wanted to try something, and it's going to be scary. But we have to try new things. I'm gonna try and copy this. And paste it. Okay. And then I'm going to change everything beyond this point. Oh, something fucked up. The fairing on this got fucked up. So let's get rid of this whole thing. See if we can just copy this. Now, this is trying some new stuff that I haven't really tried before by building 2 ships in one workspace. And what we want to do is we want to build a lander. And it's going to be a small lander because we don't want to get 3 frames per second while we're launching. We want to get more than 3 frames per second. That's the goal. I think this actually just fits a, yeah, just like that. Maybe we'll use the tuna can, the Mark II. The great thing about this cross design is that all of our docking vessels don't need to have an extension because that has an extension already. So everything's going to be clear regardless of how I design it. See, and if we change, this is what I wasn't understanding before. If we take this and we instead click this, it'll show us all the statistics for this thing, right? 1.277. And then it shows us the statistics for this thing. Or it should. No, we have to actually click it, and then it switches over. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to build 2 separate vessels in the same workspace, right? Because I know what they're trying to go for by implementing that. I know what they're trying to go for. And it doesn't seem to affect performance that much. So extend that. That's kind of clipping. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, those are set up. have the drogue, and then we have the two actually we can put here. This is what we'll do. Just to use symmetry. Okay, saying, oh, there we go. That's why. 6 symmetry. Yeah, but we don't want those. We want the drogue parachutes. There we go. And then we'll take the radial mount parachutes. And if I recall, Duna's atmosphere is much thinner than Kerbin's, so rotate them? Huh? It looked like they're rotated. Oh, because it's not rotating. Yeah, I understand. Whatever. We'll embed them in that slightly. Oh, that's why. I see what I did wrong. I didn't put the symmetry down correctly. There we go. That's all we needed to do. All right, and as far as I can tell, Duna's surface is 1450, but if we parachute, you know what we can also do? Because we don't need that much thrust to weight. You have to make sure that they are in alignment properly. Otherwise, it messes up a lot of stuff. How heavy are these? 0.2, and then these are 0.1. Okay. This provides a little bit of aerodynamics, I think, as well. But once they're deployed, they won't. So let's do that instead. And then we'll put the... Yeah, these are 0.03. Yeah. These are 0.03. Those parachutes were 0.2. So significantly heavier. And our delta V is higher now. Which makes sense. Yeah, and a Kerbal should be able to fit between those two fuel tanks. We're gonna need RCS, right? Monopropellant. I think we're gonna do them like this. 2. Actually, hold on. We can do the heavier ones. These are 0.225, 0.045. Yeah, that's what we need. They're a little bit off. Oh yeah, but it's mirroring them. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to do, but I think we had to do mirror mode instead of, yeah, like that. There we go. Yeah, that's what we wanted. That clearly demonstrated the importance of using there we go. That's what we wanted. The importance of using mirror mode over to symmetry mode. All right. As far as I can tell, this thing is what we need. For Duna's surface, 1450, we have 3600, so that's plenty to spare. We may as well be safe and bring more than necessary. We also need communication. We don't need something crazy. We can use just a basic. Basic communitron like that. Just for good measure. Yeah. So it can relay to the station. We need electricity. This is typically how I create distance between the docking port and the vessel. 1000 U should be plenty for what this thing needs to do. Then we'll just have basic solar panels on top of it like that. Okay. I think this thing is set. Now we just need to attach it to that. Well, it needs an intermediary. It needs something like that. I think we can just do that. Very concerned to attempt this. Now it's saying this is the head of it. There we go. Okay. There's a way to click. There we go. Assembly anchor. And now we have a separate vessel, and this information here should tell us what we've got going on. See, we've got much more delta V in this thing. So what we can do is we can refuel the station. This is another thing I wanted to do. Before the connection here, before the decoupler, I want to add reaction wheel, remote guidance unit, and that's it. And then we can add Munitron. Two solar panels. And that should be able to control itself now, once we decouple. Oh, this thing needed RCS, didn't it? Mirrored and mirrored. Well, technically this would be the best thing to do. Flip these up slightly. That's going to be very, very controllable. That's what we want. Okay. That already has Werner engines on it. This is gonna need 2 more Werner engines like this. And it has the reaction wheel. Okay. So the goal is to be able to detach this, empty it into the space station, detach it, deorbit it. That's the thing we're trying to achieve, right? Right. So these 2 vessels now are combined in the same workspace to effectively be our oh, it's linking to that. Yeah, we don't want it to do that. Here's what we do. Top view. Oh, oops, we detached this from the top. There we go. Yeah, I'm learning the nuances of the workspace. But yes, these are our 2 launch vehicles now. And I'm going to save the JSON. Save as Duna Station. And then we're going to save our Duna lander. Because we're within the launch window to get to Duna, we are now going to attempt to launch the station first, and then we will launch the lander. Those break off, that breaks off, and then we're headed to where we need to go. These need to be separated. There we go. These need to be reversed. And we're good. Okay. I'm just double checking the staging. And then we're gonna launch. You don't want to find out that you're missing something halfway there. All right, we're set. Let's launch it. Let's take Valentina in the station. And Bob Kerman will be in the tuna can. But we're going to launch this first. Oh, weird. It keeps messing the staging up after I switch. Oh, no, it's okay. All right, launch. See what happens. Ooh, that was a, that was scary. Okay, I think we're good. RCS. And let's launch. Oh, it's immediately twisting. Unsure why. Yeah, the RCS should be preventing that from happening. Should be very stable. But this is our fourth solid attempt at a Duna mission. So our general plan is going to be, oh, I forgot. I know what I forgot. All right, revert to VAB. This is why we do test launches. One, it was twisting right off the launch pad. Two, we forgot to feed fuel from the boosters into the main rocket. Only through many failures can we reach success. So it was rotating, and then these kind of like, yeah, these need better structural support. They're doing the thing again. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, they're not. We're fine. I thought they were doing that strut thing again. That should be helpful. And then the twisting, I don't know. Unsure what was causing the twisting, but we're gonna put RCS on the bottom. Yeah, and there as well. Yeah, those wings are... The thing is, it twisted right off the bat, so it makes me think that it was something with the boosters, the way they were bending. Okay, and then most importantly, and the final thing is we need a fuel line connecting these to that. Yeah, we should have launched this first and then built that. But if I am to understand the system correctly, we can easily just break this off right here and then put this on right there and then launch that thing. So let's go. Also, let me remember to... Yeah, there we go. All right, it didn't like slide or anything like that, so cool. Let's launch RCS. Nice, and it didn't rotate this time either. All right, I will be right back while this launches. All right, I am back. Just in time, it seems like. Got a burn on the horizon. I overdid it because it's very slow right now. That's okay. See, this is what confuses me. These are feeding into this. But we'll see in a second, this will be full once I detach these. Even though this says 32, it should be full once I detach it. Also, it wouldn't hurt to just burn more prograde to get our apoapsis a little higher. We need more time to complete the burn. And hopefully the entire thing doesn't explode when we do staging. That's not a guarantee though. Yup, there we go. The bottom of our rocket just disappeared. Like, no contact was actually made between those. Yeah, so that's kind of this game is partially why I've spent like the past 2 days just messing with the Kraken drive, because trying to do any type of heavy launch, just that's kind of the result. It's like a crapshoot, really. But that's the state of the early access. But it's all right. We accept that. We're just kind of taking our time. Yeah, the impulse is 750 kilonewtons. I'm also going to need, I'm probably going to need Tempertrons. The Protron's slightly higher than... Yeah. That feels like the only reason it exploded. I mean, we had plenty of energy. We were plenty... Yeah. It's just we didn't have enough separation, and then the bottom of this blew, like, just disappeared. The bottom fell off. Also, that increased our delta V. I don't understand. Okay. Let's try this again. It keeps wanting to put Bill inside of here, even though I don't want it to. Using a medium heavy rocket instead of like a super heavy rocket seems to be helping performance a little bit. A little bit. Let's see what happens if I speed up time. It's pretty stable typically if we speed up time. That we just the clamps just showed up right here for like a millisecond. Oh, oops, I'm heading the wrong direction. Wait, what? The whole thing is rotated. That's so odd to me. We need to be going towards 90. Unless we want to do a polar orbit. Yeah, I'm unsure why that's the case, but it's okay. All right, let's speed it up again. Also unsure why Valentina's in the far right seat. Typically that's not the default position of the first Kerbal. Typically they're in the left seat. A little goofy. This time when we stage, we're gonna burn away from it slower. we're pretty stable now. I'm gonna aim towards our prograde. That way we're heading in the direction, like aiming in the direction we're heading, so these don't get knocked into us. And then I'm going to cut the engine, then stage. And then burn away from them. Okay, that seemed to not break anything. We just got the engine out of fuel sound, except we have fuel. I don't know. That was a very clean staging though, aside from the game taking 5 seconds to figure out what to do. Yeah, we definitely have fuel. You know, we can even just burn radial in to make this go even faster at this point. But it definitely looks like we're gonna make it into orbit. I'll probably end up crashing this debris into the mun. How much do we have? 958. We'd be sacrificing quite a bit of Delta V to get rid of this. So we'll attempt to crash it into the mun on our way. So that's just a matter of when we slingshot the mun, the way we burn has to involve this debris either crashing back on Kerbin or into the mun. And Duna is in the perfect position whether we target Duna or Ike, I don't think it actually matters. I'm gonna send this on course. Let's before we do anything, let's save. Duna station stable Kerbin 1. There we go. We can crash into the mun with just the last of our Delta V. In this stage. There we go. This isn't going to allow us to slingshot, though, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. We'll have to burn... slightly prograde once we reach our apoapsis, though. All right. But that burn 848 should just get us onto a crashing course. You know, I'm wondering. Oh, that'll crash it back into Kerbin. Yeah, nice. We can either crash it into the Mun or into Kerbin. Yeah, that'll be fine. 842. All right, let's get this on a crash course with the Mun, and then we will start our burn to Duna, and then we're gonna launch the lander behind it, and we'll try and manage 2 launches at the same time. But yes, we're not leaving this giant stage in orbit. This thing is going to be very maneuverable. All right, let's speed up time to the node. $20 seconds. All right, 3, 2, and there we go. All right, so we burn for what? That's not how we want to burn. What just happened to the maneuver node? What? Okay, we're doing this manually then. This is where it said to burn. We've only got 60 delta V left in this stage to get this to work. There we go. So that'll crash back into Kerbin. Now we're on a crash course with Kerbin, okay? So let us break this off. Burn away from it. That will go around the Mun and then crash into Kerbin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep burning till we pass the Mun, and we're going to slingshot around it. Like that. But the problem is we're slingshotting the wrong direction. Which is making me think... It's not even showing us what our orbit's gonna look like. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, that kind of works, right? That slingshots us. There we go. That's what we want. That's fine. That's fine. That shots us out. As long as it doesn't slingshot us backwards, we're okay. There we go. That's good enough. All right, let's do this slingshot. See how it works out. That's gonna fall back down, get slowed by the mun, right? Gonna get slowed by the mun because it's gonna fall in front of it and get pulled back into it against its rotational direction around Kerbin. And then we are gonna wait because we burned a little more. We're going to wait for the mun to pass us, and then we're going to slingshot it around the other side of it. Check this out. Check this out. See, now it's entering the mun's sphere of influence and getting pulled back into it against the mun's rotational direction. So it's losing rotational energy around Kerbin. And that's why it's going to fall right back into Kerbin. But we waited, and we're gonna fly around to the other side of it. So that means that we're losing some energy getting pulled this direction, but overall we're gonna gain energy because we're getting slingshotted out in this direction. And that just slammed into Kerbin. Yeah, so we're good. Now we just need to... Well, the computer just janked out and is now telling me that I'm not actually leaving Kerbin's sphere of influence. So what we're gonna do is... just burn slightly prograde to finish that off. Okay. And now Duna is going to be our target. Let's just get out of Kerbin's sphere of influence first. Okay. Now we can start planning a maneuver to get to Duna. There it is. Easy. We timed it perfectly. $747 delta V. All right. Now, because this adventure takes so long in game, it's going to take us like what, over 100 days to reach Duna from here. We are going to do this burn. Let me actually bring it a little closer so we don't have you. We can wait an hour and 30 minutes in game. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. And also, it's going to take us some time to burn. I'm just gonna start burning now. Then I'm gonna speed up time. Wait, now it's saying, oh, because it's 5 hours, right? Yeah, see, the game has an issue. See, now our burn is messed up. Okay, there we go. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's even less energy. There we go. All right, that's the last thing we need to do. I just wanted to do it with a maneuver node to make sure we weren't burning in the wrong direction. All right, and we're gonna reach that in a long time. It's gonna take a long time to reach that. There we go. Okay, we got it. All right, it's gonna take us quite some time to reach that. So we're gonna save Duna station trajectory 1. Trajectory, just to remind us that we have our station en route to Duna now. Okay, now what I'm gonna try and do is go back to the vehicle assembly building. Oh, what we need to do is turn off SAS, RCS, and shut down the engine as well. We need to go back quickly. Tracking station. Control. We need to deactivate thrust limit 0, turn off RCS and SAS. So nothing can be done with this thing. Yeah. All this needs to do is just float. That's all it needs to do. Right? It's already on course for Duna. And we have quite a large window as well. Yeah, that's a big window. Yeah, entering. Yeah, okay. All right, now we go back to the vehicle assembly building. we turned off the engine and everything on that because it still seems like when you leave a vehicle in orbit or wherever and you go back to the VAB, there's a chance that you're still actually controlling that thing you just left in orbit. See? Hear that? Hear how you can hear the... This is a terrible game-breaking bug in the game. But we're trying to avoid it by deactivating the engine on that, right? So let's go Duna 2. Actually, look. This is another weird thing with the saves. This is at 136. This one's at 157. So we also saved it to a notepad. Okay. Just in case, we saved it to a notepad. Also, it seems like these Verners are not... Yeah. So this thing is ready for launch, as far as I can tell. We made some changes to the other one. We added the Separatrons, right? I'm gonna put it right on that line. That way it's easy to tell where to put the other one. Yeah, that's flat enough. We'll put this one slightly lower. There we go. Okay, so we got the Separatrons. For some reason, it creates a whole bunch of stages. That's another huge bug. This engine... Okay, so these break off. These Separatrons fire when these break off. This fire off. Those break off. Then we go here and we separate these out. This one breaks off before this engine fires, and then that breaks off, and then these engines fire off, and the parachutes are the last thing to go, right? We're gonna save it as Duna 3. Hard save Duna 3. Oh, let's make sure that we get rid of that as well. Okay. I think we're set. We've got the delta V, we've got the thrust to weight. I think we've got everything we need to get this thing into orbit and off to Duna. Let's make sure that we have an... Well, engineer... There's no engineer in the game. We'll take Will Wig Kermit. Sure, let's do it. I'm gonna Control C and then Control V this into a notepad. So we have our Duna Station Mark IV and our Duna Lander Mark IV. And let's try and launch it. See what happens. Okay. What? I can't actually see the thing I'm launching. Okay. So something severely bugged out when I tried to launch this second vehicle in the same workspace as the other thing. It's also saying I'm worried about reverting to VAB, but we did hard save it. But this may have corrupted our entire save. This is the state of the game right now. Like, this is the kind of shit you have to deal with. I may just fuck around with another Kraken drive. I shouldn't have tried putting them both in the same workspace. I think that's what bugged it out. They should just scrap the entire workspace idea and have vehicles be separate. And then you should be able to import vehicles into other saves. I don't know. I don't know how they would do it, but it's very confusing the way they structured it. Where you have the workspace and then the vehicle within the workspace, but there's no separation. Every time you save, it's like it feels like you're saving a new workspace rather than a new vehicle. It's just very confusing. And the game just isn't loading right now. The last, I mean, yesterday we made stuff work. We kind of forced it. But today is just feeling like things are not working in our favor. What I should do is create a new career save. I should load the station and the lander into separate workspaces and then launch each one individually. Is what I should do. But something's toasted with this save. What we just did caused a core game-breaking bug to occur throughout the career. And it's still not loading. So I'm gonna force quit. I don't have the patience to wait for it to bug out. But this is the key thing. This is the key thing. There is hope. We were able to save our station and our lander in notepads with the raw JSON, so we can load them into a new career and launch them without having to rebuild them, because that's the thing. That's the kicker. This untoasted is toasted. That's our speed run. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just calling them untoasted now. I use the term toasted to describe a career save that is corrupted, where it's deceiving, where you experience a core bug and you're like, oh, that's fine. I'll just load from a previous save that I created in the case of something bad happening. But you load that previous save and the bug persists throughout all previous saves. So now what we can do is this. I can't actually see it, but if I click, boom, there we go. Haha! And then I don't, okay. Haha! It's beautiful. And how they didn't implement that feature in the base game, I do not know. But you can just... See, it's so confusing. Existing saved vehicles. Why would I overwrite a vehicle for a workspace that I'm not even in right now? It doesn't... Like, I need to write a post describing exactly why the save system is confusing and how they can fix it, because the developers, it feels like it's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna load our Duna station and we're gonna launch it. All right, Bob Kerman, that's fine. But I'm so happy that they figured out how to save ships that you've built completely separate from the career that you're in. Oh, and we forgot to put the Separatrons back on. We did that design change. We did that design change after we reverted, and then we forgot to save it. These things happen. I've watched a couple people stream this game, and everybody's running into these same issues. That save bug is by far the worst game-breaking bug in the game. And if somebody refunded the game because they experienced that, I would not be surprised. Okay, we needed to put Separatrons on here, and then we need to save the JSON. Put it on that line. Like that. I think everything else is very stable. Okay. Save. And then... save. It's pesky. It's pesky. It tries to keep sticking a Kerbal in here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do it when you land. It seems to do it when you reload. When you revert. All right, let's do it. I might make a video just explaining some of those nuances of this early access build. Like, I need to make a descriptive video explaining the bugs and how to avoid them. And I may do that in this live stream and then cut it down later. For people who really enjoy this game but don't want to give up on it. yeah, this thing is stable. Very stable. It's just when we try to add giant orbs of hydrogen and monopropellant do we start to run into issues. I keep rotating to the right, but for some reason we're angled. Yeah, we're okay. Burn slightly that way. Luckily, this rocket's very stable, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. We want to go along with the rotation of Kerbin so we gain that rotational energy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that after this launch. I'll probably incorporate everything I've said on stream into it, along with the bug we just experienced trying to launch two things from the same workspace. Because the only thing to save to salvage the situation is to know that you can save ships into JSON. I think a lot of people who play still don't know that. I only learned it 2 days ago after 4 solid days of playing. So why is the SAS still on? I thought I just turned that off. Didn't I click it? I guess not. Oh, yeah, I don't understand. If you turn that off while you have SAS on, it's still like, what's the difference between this button and this button? Like, if I have this on and then I click that, oh, what oh, what? This button shouldn't exist. It just shouldn't exist. This is stability on and off. Okay, I'm calm. Joe, welcome. All right, we got to be very careful with how we do stage in. We're going to shut the engine down first. Then we are going to press spacebar And pray the whole thing doesn't explode. Okay, and then we're gonna slightly burn forward. I don't know what that was that just flew into that and crashed. And then we just heard that was the sound, that like tin can sound was the sound of running out of fuel. We still have plenty of fuel. We actually should burn. Yeah. But yeah, I was just detailing how I should make a short video explaining that you can save ships by pressing Control C, Control V, and then copying it into a notepad, along with the bug we just experienced, and how we avoided frustration by recognizing the bug and by simply reloading our ship into a fresh career save. Nice. We actually launched this one with more Delta V than last time. So that was a cleaner launch than last time. For whatever reason, but it was cleaner. Trying to click Perry abscess or prograde and it's not. There we go. We can't actually slingshot the mun from that direction. Yeah, that needs to be... I think there's a way to turn that off in the files. Like, if I'm within... As long as I'm in a vacuum, I don't care about for safety. Like, it shouldn't stop the time warp because I'm within 100,000 meters if I'm not hitting atmosphere. There's a mod for unlocking time warp. Yeah, I don't think I checked the files. Yeah, I feel that though. And I appreciate you letting me know. I checked the files and there is a simple setting. There is a simple setting to be able to do that. All right, we're gonna crash into the mun. And then right before, well, we're gonna burn this burn. Pray that the computer is telling us the correct trajectory. Then we're gonna decouple. Then our stage is gonna crash into the mun, but we're gonna burn a little bit more and slingshot the mun. And it's gonna be beautiful again. I think this is one of the most efficient ways to get rid of a stage if you have extra delta V and low Kerbal orbit and you're trying to get to Duna or any other planet. Just crash it into the mun on your way there. Because the burn to get out of Kerbin's sphere of influence is heavy. Yeah, we also forgot to line ourselves up with the mun. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. There we go. All right, delete that. Staging. That's going to crash into the mun, and then we're just going to burn prograde until we slingshot the mun. And I want to slingshot nice and close. As close as we can get it. Huh. Why is this taking so much delta V? I thought we would... What? How are we still on a crashing trajectory? Wait, this... I need this to be explained to me. Let's burn radial out, maybe? We haven't burned that much, so... If we burn radial out, it may be a little bit more... Yeah, efficient. There we go. Yeah, 12,000 meters. That's a nice, clean slingshot. I like our space station. Oh, before I do anything, let's save. I mean, saving in this game doesn't really change anything. If you get a game-breaking bug, your save isn't going to save you. Right, let's turn RCS off and let us. I actually want to view this on That's a pretty shot. I like that. So there's our booster that we cast off. And here's us. We are going to slingshot the mun, but the booster is going to break off and run into the mun. Oh, it's going to be a close one. We're going to buzz it. We're going to buzz it. 13,000 meters. Come on, celestial camera. There we go. There we go. All right, let's buzz the moon. The mun. Now, I pray that this is correct. I pray. Let us pray, because we're going to get really close. Wow. And then that guy is going to run into the mun. Let's see if we can capture that. Yeah, see, it's in direct. The game just kind of stopped. Okay. Direct collision course. And it's gone. Oh, and we slingshotted the moon the wrong way. The mun the wrong way. I wasn't really... It's okay. Be fine. We also didn't time our launch to coincide with the best time to launch for Duna. Yeah, see, now we're getting up to 1,000. We needed to wait. It's simple. We just needed to wait. But hey, it was a good launch, right? We can just do the burn later. Good old Bob Kerman's gonna be in solar orbit for some time, but it works, right? It's actually kind of nice. That's where our periapsis is, which is the most effective place to burn. But yeah, Bob Kerman's been in solar orbit for almost 120 days now. All right, I'm just gonna start burning now. Yeah, we didn't even point towards our That's okay. These things happen. Subliminally, I just didn't want to wait for it to have to do that. All right, we should be okay. Yep, there we go. We got it. All right, now here's the kicker. Can we get back? Oh, before we do anything, deactivate thrust limiter 0, RCS, SAS off. Right? Can we get back to the Kerbal Space Center without it? We're gonna see very soon. Okay. Now, if I press shift, what happens? Ah, I can't hear the throttle sound. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. All right, now we have this in a completely separate file. If I press shift, do I hear the throttle sound? No, I don't. Great. If you're in the VAB and you just launched something and went back to the VAB and you press shift or control while you're in the VAB and you hear the throttle noise, your career save is corrupted. It's toasted. And the best thing to do is to save your ship by clicking the root of it, pressing Control C, and then going to a notepad, pressing Control V, saving that text, starting a new career, and then Control Ving that text into a fresh new vehicle in the VAB. All right. I think we have everything we need. Okay, we've gotten this bug before. Oh, we haven't gotten that before. Did we forget to add struts, or did the struts just disappear? I think the struts just disappeared. What's so odd to me is that the first day that I played this game, I was able to launch a station and a lander, put it in the Mun's orbit, dock, and then land the lander and then rendezvous with the station and dock again. Without any bugs happening. It's actually very surprising that we were able to do that. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna need struts here. So I already put struts on this. It must have been on the other version and then I forgot to just copy it. Yeah, that wasn't a bug. That was just my forgetfulness. All right, seems like we're stable. Let's do it.
Okay.
I probably should have put struts here as well, because this is just the engine that's holding on there. All right, so we're launching our second vehicle into orbit, and we're gonna put this one on a course to Duna simultaneously. So we're launching two separate rockets, which are both gonna head towards Duna, and then rendezvous, and then we're gonna land the lander on Duna, take off from Duna, and rendezvous at the station. I'll bring it back. All right, I'm back. Seems like we didn't explode. Yeah, you have to click that button. I don't understand why this button exists, personally. Like, it should just be maneuver, target, anti-target. This button does the same exact thing that this button should do, but this button doesn't actually do anything when you click it. But yeah, I'm done complaining about that. I'll try not to bring it up again. Yeah, also our Delta V doesn't make any sense right now. Kamal, welcome. Oh, I forgot to add. Okay. Okay. I forgot to add fuel lines to the main tank. It's all right. It seems like reverting. Oh, that's a concerning sound to hear when you revert to VAB. Hold on. Oh, we got the bug again. Look. So we're in the VAB and we can hear the throttle sound in the background. Oh, we forgot to add struts the first time. That was our second launch. All right, but I think this is this career is toasted again. See, that increased our Delta V quite a bit. Although I don't trust the Delta V counter, it did increase it. My Apollo just collapsed and I had to abort. Oh, it happens. It happens. So are the ship saves the problem? No, Joe. Luckily, I was able to port these over to a new career and the bug did not persist. So... Constantine, welcome. Check if you will have more FPS if you'll be looking straight up the sky. Yeah, I've tried that. So we're looking straight up at the, yeah, we're getting between 9 and 13 frames looking straight up, and then looking straight down, it's about the same. About the same. You can see my FPS counter in the top left. It's really small, but you can see it. But yeah, that last abort was our fault for forgetting to add fuel lines, and we should have noticed that sooner. But deep down, I think this save is toasted. Because we were able to hear the throttle sound while we were in the VAB. Yeah, I seem to get more higher frames per second when I am in the vacuum. I think a huge factor of performance is the aerodynamics in the game. Because when I'm in a vacuum, I get much better FPS. But also, again, I think that something bugged out on the back end that we just can't tell. And the game is in a state of being corrupted. Because we could hear the throttle sound in the VAB. And in past saves, when that's happened, I have experienced worse performance. So we may very well need to start a new career save. But hopefully not. We could speed up time too, I think. Might help a little bit. Yeah, even though we're getting less FPS, this seems to be speeding up our launch. But it's also very scary. Doing 4x time warp while launching is still a little scary. Not as scary as it was in Kerbal Space Program 1, but it's still a little bit scary. All right, now we are in vacuum. All right, staging. Something just went flying out in front of us. Yeah, I think that's what made us explode last time. The coupling just went flying. That's already very far ahead of us. Be careful not to run into it. I doubt we'll run into it. Definitely something with terrain optimization. Yeah. The biggest performance hit, though, has to be the engines. I don't know what it is about the engines, but if I put more than 6 engines on something that are burning at the same time, I just get 1 frame every 5 seconds. It's like, it's terrible. Oh, weird. Yeah, there's got to be, I think there are multiple elements that are severely affecting performance, but yeah, I would not be surprised if the terrain was one aspect of it, a significant aspect of it. All right, I'm just gonna wait a little longer. They will fix everything in a few years. Hopefully. This is my take on the performance. Like, I've been enjoying the game regardless. Whether they fix stuff or not, like, I've already gotten my money's worth personally, so I don't care. I hope they fix things, but I'm not about to say or promise anything in regards to what they're gonna do in the next update. I've heard many people say many things about what's coming and what they're hoping for and what to expect, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. What I would recommend is, I'm not actually gonna extend these, is not getting hopes up, because then there's no way to be disappointed. I've found a way to be content with the game in its current state, and I've accepted it. I hope it gets better, but I'm not here. The MUN is in a great position right now. Okay, I think we're gonna have to... Yeah, I was kind of impatient and we burned way more Delta V than we should have. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a maneuver after we burn off all this Delta V. That should be okay. It's not ideal, but it should be okay. Now, halfway through the burn, when we're here, we're gonna need to change our trajectory to have this burn back. Let's see if we can manage this. We should be able to manage this. So your orbit is really weird? How so? There are many weird things in this game currently. We're gonna need to save about 100. I know I'm almost out of fuel. Please do not stop the time warp to tell me I'm almost out of fuel. Oh, they need... Why did they even... I guess they do that to stop you from burning beyond your... It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. Okay, we're gonna use the rest of our Delta V. We may have needed more. What's our periapsis? Yeah, that's stuck in orbit now. You know what? I don't care. This game has so many issues that I'm just like, if I leave a bit of debris in orbit, that's fine. I'm not about to revert my launch just to make sure that one stage doesn't get put into orbit. Am I burning in the wrong direction now? I think I am. Yeah, we missed it. Okay, what? Are we slingshotting the mun now? How did burning prograde get us to interact with the mun? Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This thing is still accelerating. Look. It just changed direction. I don't understand what just happened. I don't understand what just happened. But we slingshotted the mun. This thing is slingshotting the Mun too, and it's going to crash back down, but that was not the trajectory that it was on previously. That was not the trajectory it was on. So we actually did it perfectly. We used maybe a little bit too much delta V, but whatever. You know what? Whatever. It's okay. We're okay. We're accepting it. We're accepting it. All right, let's get a maneuver node. That's gonna take us to Duna. All right. What do we have here? What are we looking at? Not bad, not bad. Kind of bad. Cannot click node. Cannot click node. Okay, there we go. That's too much. Should not take us this much to get there. Are we late, or what are we doing wrong here? By the way, 10 frames a second while I'm in the map view. Just by the way. Yeah, I think we have to wait. I didn't think we went too early. That's what's weird to me. Like, I thought we kind of went at the correct time. Did we miss it, or what happened? How is that not? There we go. There we go. We got it. Took some time, but we got it. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. We got it. We got the... We're going to bring the Kerbal Space Center with us to Duna. That's what we're going to do. We got the... I knew this save was toasted, man. I knew it. I knew this save was toasted. Wait, what? What just happened? We just time warped like 200 days. Dude, this save is... Okay, okay. I think we still have our node, right? Yeah, okay, good. It just said, because of proximity to celestial body? Oh, did our other... Wait, where is our other ship? Oh, I think our other ship just... Oh, God. I don't know what's going to happen when I burn. Am I going to crash into the ground? Look, we're actually moving relative. I have no idea. And it just reset. Did you see that? It just reset. Oh, that's so... That hurts my brain. Are we even gonna get the intersect now? Oh, I just had it. I just had it. I need to burn retrograde very slowly. Our node got messed up. See, I think this thing is going to intercept. No, it's not. We missed the intercept on this. I don't think there's a way to create alerts. Is there a way to create alerts? We needed to set an alert. Because this thing got to Duna and then we just sped up time. No, this career is toasted. The whole thing is corrupted. I'm not gonna try and revert the save back to a previous save. Like, saving the game in this game doesn't act... Look, it's not moving. It's not moving. What? says its velocity is 11,000 meters per second, but it is not moving. Okay, look, what we're gonna salvage the mission just by trying to land this thing on Duna, okay? That's all we're gonna try and do. It'll apparently rubber band and stay with you. Yeah, no, we're taking the Kerbal Space Center to Duna with us. For some reason, this is this thrust limited right now? Huh. Oh God. Oh, cool Duna music. It really is Kerbal bug program, isn't it? It really is. Oh, okay. Right as I said that, it heard me say that and it got angry at me. highest G-force experience, 171.3 Gs. 171.3 Gs. Explain that. My ship is still here. What? What happens if I click go? The reality is, no, this is the thing. You just can't launch more than one vehicle at a time. You just can't launch more than one vehicle at a time. Oh, weird. I think my stream dropped for a second. That was odd. Yeah, our stream is like, my stream is I don't know if it's my internet or if it's the game that's just completely messing shit up on my computer right now. All right, I'm hard quitting the game. I'm hard quitting the game because I don't know if the game just messed up my stream or not, but I think it did. I think it bugged out so hard that it messed with my my OBS. But yeah, no, the reality is we just can't launch more than we can't launch more than one ship at a time. Yeah, untoasted is now toasted. That save is completely toasted. Should we launch our should we launch our Kraken speedrun mobile again? I'm starting to get a feeling that it's not just across career saves, that bug we just experienced was so bad that it's transcended all saves in the game. Yeah, I think it's transcended all saves in the game. Well, no, at this point, I have a feeling it's going to take like 10 minutes to... Yeah, it's better to just hard exit the game at that point and just restart the game. You're going to be looking at the loading screen for a long time just trying to get back to the main menu. It's all right. It's all right. We accept it. We accept it. Look, we're going to create a new... We're going to delete all of our campaigns. Because I have a feeling all of these got toasted. We're going to call this one untoasted. And we'll see right now if it transcended all career saves. Because if we load in the game and we still get that weird home screen bug where we're like flying around, I may have to reinstall. Nope, it seems to be okay. It seems to be okay. Pausing work on that ship sharing site? Why? Why are you gonna pause work on it? I think I will edit down a video though, describing how to save ships across. Career saves. The computing bug? It may be. But then again, no, I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. Because the bug we just experienced occurred, our first launch was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It happened after we tried to... it happened after we reverted our second launch. Our first two launches were completely fine. We had to add fuel lines to our third launch. And then our third launch, what happened in the VAB was we could hear the throttle sound in the VAB. And that's the indication that the career save's toasted. So it happened when we reverted back to VAB while we had another ship in orbit. Try recreating the bug with simple ships while I have no saves. Well, this career save, I haven't loaded anything into it. This is a completely fresh, untoasted career save. There, we just reverted. I'll try and recreate the bug. If anything, I have a very weird feeling that it has to do with fuel lines. Like, I think it's deeply ingrained in the fuel lines. But it has to do with... Yeah, I can't hear... So let's... I'll try and recreate it. Alright, we have this ship. Decouplers. And then most importantly, the fuel line. Right? Okay. Did a bunch of OG space shuttle missions that had one fuel line and no corruption. Okay. It always happens when I revert to VAB. That's where the bug starts. I don't think we have enough to do a circular burn, but we'll try. Actually, yeah, we do. We made it! Yay! We made it to orbit with this tiny little nugget. We'll get to our apoapsis and then burn retrograde. Yeah, it just disappeared instead of, That's pretty funny. I mean, it would be burning up right now. Oh, we're landing in the desert. Cool. I didn't even try to aim for the desert. I don't think we've been to the desert yet. Oh, the prequels, man. Don't even get me started. Well, we made it to the desert. The sand is coarse. It's like freaking Anakin Skywalker grew up on. It just makes no sense. Whatever. I can't get into the prequels. Well, let's revert to VAB, and I think I know how to recreate the bug though. Oh, I should have left that thing in orbit. Is what I should have done. Oopsies. All right, let's get this thing back into orbit. I wanted to do that. But yeah, it's definitely not the fuel lines alone. How does it make no sense? I dislike sand after an afternoon on the beach. He lived most of his life on a desert planet. Of course, he ate sand. Yeah, but the way the dialogue, the way he phrases it, it's like it just seems it's such an unnatural thing to say in that context, you know? I mean, he's not wrong. He's technically not wrong. But saying it to Padme while they're on a date, and also with his history, I don't know. It's whatever. Wait. Why is my apoapsis increasing rapidly? Look at my apoapsis. What? Look at my apoapsis. Wait, that didn't... What the fuck just happened? That didn't... Did I do something wrong? I was burning down. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I think it's coming time to perfect our Kraken drive. And I think I know how to perfect our Kraken drive. I think I know. Or should I simply say the Kraken drive, not our Kraken drive. It is the Kraken drive. No, here was part of the design that we wanted to get down. It has to be similar. It has to be similar compared to last time. Right. And if we can technically use any cockpit, this is probably going to be the best one to use, if I'm being honest. And last time we had too much fuel. We had too much fuel last time. We need, yeah, 6 of these. Does the Kraken drive only work with the rapier? Yes. As far as I know, as far as I understand it, yes. May it work with other stuff? It may, but I don't know. Those are way too long. Yeah, let's put these like that, and then we had these stabilizers. Is this? Oh, these are all rotated incorrectly. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be the Kraken Drive Mun Speedrunner Mark II. But yeah, I'm not really feeling the vibe of trying to recreate bugs. Just for the sake of recreating them. Like, I'm sure the developers know much better about exactly what's going on than I do. All I know is that I can exploit the F out of this design and have fun with it. That's all I know. Small payload, yet a big rocket. That's typically how it goes. Oh. All right, let's finish designing this and then save it to a... All right, so what else did we need? We needed parachutes, right? Radial mount drogue chutes. No. Let's put these down here. Now we can kind of put them underneath those. It looks a little wonky, but it fits. It's fine. This should be it. This is clean. This is clean. We need stabilization though, which is going to come in the form of Werner engines. We don't have any monopropellant, but we can put some very small monopropellant tanks. Wait, does this thing have any monopropellant in it? Yeah, it does. They have 0.4 tons. 0.04 tons. How much does one of these have? 0.025. Should be good. The root of the ship is the Rapier engine. Best craft to payload ratio, I got 10-ton ship that could haul 3 tons. Nice. That is an achievement. That would be cool to make that a challenge. Like, what is the absolute... Well, without using the Kraken drive. Without using the Kraken drive. Because the Kraken drive is going to change things quite a bit. Without using any exploits, it would be interesting to see what could be done. All right, let's see if this thing launches. We saved this in a notepad, so if it gets pooped out, we can just reload a career. Wait, what? What is this right here? Oh, is that? Yeah, no, that's okay. I guess that's just how the thing is shaped. Oh, we need the Rapier engine to be in closed cycle. We need gimbal to be off. All right, 3, 2, 1. It's not seeming... It's not seeming as stable. No, it is. It's stable. But this thing is not nearly as fast. And I think we need to make this one tick. One tick lower. And that thing is going to go flying. And we don't even need to make it rotate either. It's beautiful. Change that thing into a nose cone. Yeah, the nose cone definitely works. I want to just try one more thing with the cube. Because we've gotten very good stability from using the cube, particularly. And we forgot to make it closed cycle again, but it's okay. No. It's because of the distance of the cube from the Rapier engine has such a huge impact. We'll see in a second. Yeah. Oh, we just activated all of our parachutes. Hold up. But yes, that was significantly faster. Yeah, the Kraken drive itself has such a huge impact on acceleration, but a nose cone could be helpful. So we'll try a nose cone. I found that 2 ticks works the best. You just go, yeah, snap mode, 2 ticks up, and then it's just, it cranks so hard. What else was I? Oh, yeah, the staging. And then we need to make this closed cycle gimbal off. Save. I might build my biggest rocket, might have to assemble it in orbit. I wish you the best of luck in achieving that. I genuinely do. Oh, weird. Why are these, like, hovering? Something's toasted, definitely. All right, let's do it. It's seeming pretty stable. I have RCS off, so... Yeah, it's definitely pulling to one side slightly, though. See how it's pulling to one side down here? So let's, we got to 10,000 meters per second when we hit the vacuum. That's how fast we were going. But yes, assembling stuff in space is very fun. But trying to get multiple things into orbit without causing a game-breaking bug to occur is a little difficult. Not gonna lie, it's a little difficult. I'm starting to feel like this save is already roasted. We forgot to... It changed the staging. Oh, it's because we got rid of the nose cone, isn't it? All right. No RCS. Let's crank it. Oh, now it's pulling in a different direction. Interesting. Yeah, see how it's pulling up this way without RCS on? All right. Now I want to try the cube again and see if it pulls in a direction. Because that tiny little bit of angular thrust, lateral thrust, it makes everything extremely less efficient. I think I still hold the record for the time speed run for landing a Kerbal on the Mun and returning safely, which was set yesterday. Yeah, launching anything large, there's always a chance that it's just going to disintegrate immediately. Okay, this one's pulling directly downward, which doesn't seem terrible. I wonder if... Yeah, that small nose cone seems to have the best performance. But I'm starting to think that having it spin was a really good idea. Oh yeah, making reusable rockets would be insanely difficult. If you had to pilot them down yourself during launch. On our last one, we actually had these decouplers. I think we were using very small control surfaces. Is what we were using. Your thrust is pointed upward. Huh. Yeah, I think this is going to be what we want. Spin stabilizing is a tried and true method in real life. It is, indeed. Yeah, I'm worried about these. See how these are like... I don't know. We may have to add... You know what I think it is? Hold on. I think that nose cone is pushing into the fuel tank and it's causing imbalances. I think that's another factor. Because even if it's slightly imbalanced, the entire ship will angle. Yeah. I'm thinking we just simply remove them. I was gonna put struts, but let's try and strut them and see what happens. If we just do like that. Nope. It's still... Yeah, we're gonna have to remove them. You can clearly see how they're like pushing into the... Yeah. Anything like that will destabilize it. And we're better off just having it sit on the... I'm surprised that a strut wouldn't stop it from doing that, though. Starting to feel like something's roasted with this save, though. With this career mode. It'll be all right. I also wanted to check to see, can we EVA? EVA is disabled due to an obstacle. Okay. Yeah, we can't have him unable to EVA. I think it's the RCS. But yeah, I gotta end the stream pretty soon. I think what I'm gonna do later is I'm gonna edit down a video explaining how to Control C and Control V ships. I'm also gonna make these touch the ground. It looks janky, but it's necessary. I don't know why it keeps changing the order of those every single time, but that's okay. All right, maybe we'll actually get a launch this time. But yeah, this spin should stabilize it. Oh, these are control surfaces. That's why. We got that crab dance before, which was much more subtle than that. Yeah, we need those to be wings, not control surfaces. All right, should be good enough. They are upside down though. Maybe we don't want them upside down. Okay. All right, cool. Seems pretty stable. Yeah. Did you see how fast that spun? That did not help. Yeah, so these need to be smaller, and their angle needs to be much less inclined. All right, this should be helpful. Yeah, I mean that worked. And then also we can break those off. Let's set the mun as target and try and land on the mun. We're gonna have to change our trajectory quite a bit. Now I'm getting 1 frame per second. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I just started getting 1 frame per second. Yeah, actual slideshow right now, by the way. Look at our... We're just going straight. Yeah. All right, the game's toasted. I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah, we I don't know what happened. What is that trajectory? We were going at 30,000 meters per second, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. It's been good. We'll come back to this tomorrow, but I'm gonna consider making like a short video explaining the Control C, Control V, and like how to know if your game is bugged out. I may consider doing that. But otherwise, I'm just gonna stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, we couldn't really get anything going because of the bugs in the game, but it's been good. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later.